Do your kids eat everything you serve them at the table, and do you have happy meal times together? We were having some struggles in my family. My kids didn't want to come to the table, they didn't want to eat the food I served, or they liked certain parts but didn't want to eat certain other parts. And then I was trying to bribe them with a dessert. If you don't finish your plate, you won't get a dessert. All this fussing and negotiating, it was not creating happy meal times. And then I found this one tip on how to feed toddlers, but it also works on kids. And it completely changed our family meal times. I've been implementing this for about 2 weeks, and it's amazing how our meal times have changed. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what that one tip is, and I also want to share my favorite kids plate that maybe you will love too. Hi, I'm Thea, and I'm a mom of 2 kids, a 5-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. And I love learning about healthy, natural, and affordable lifestyle. And I love sharing what I've learned with you. Now, when my kids were old enough to eat at the dinner table, we decided we want to eat together as a family each day. And we want our dinner time to be our special quality family time. Well, things were not really working out. I would make a healthy meal, serve it on the table, and my kids would not like it. They did not want to eat it, and we would constantly have this tug of war at the table. And, you know, whenever there's like this power struggle about food, I know it's not always about the food itself. Sometimes the kids are just using it as a tool to want to have more independence. And so I was trying to figure out, okay, if we're having this power struggle, my kids are tugging on one end of the discussion and I'm tugging on the other end, then what can I change so that we're not having this power struggle anymore? But I did want to have happy meal times as a family together, and I want my kids to eat the healthy foods I serve them. So I'm subscribed to the newsletter of Super Healthy Kids, and they gave some really good tips on how to feed toddlers. A few things I picked up was you should not label your children as picky eaters or good eaters or bad eaters, because by putting a label on the child kind of hears that and kind of internalizes that as, oh, so I am a picky eater. And that's not a good thing to do, because all children are different and they have different phases of eating a lot, eating little, trying everything, or not wanting to try anything new. So by just keeping it neutral and not labeling your kids, you are setting them up for better eating habits. And so I figured, okay, I've kind of been labeling my youngest one because he is not a big eater at all. And he tends to be more fussy when it comes to new foods. He doesn't want to try them. So I was calling him a picky eater, and I decided, okay, I'm not going to say that word anymore. I'm not going to call him that, and I'm just going to let him be himself and eat his food, you know, in whatever way he wants to. So there was an improvement there. And then another tip I got from the Super Healthy Kids website was that do not reward your kids with a dessert or a sweet treat after dinner. Because what you do is you label the food as inferior and superior. So the dessert is the desired food, so you just have to get over with the healthy veggies. And that's not a good mindset to have. Like, veggies are delicious. I personally enjoy vegetables a lot. I love them. And I want my kids to learn to eat them and learn how to love them. So I don't want to create this hierarchy in food where the sweet treats are the best and you want those and the other ones are just the ones you have to eat. I want them to want to eat, you know, both things, and to enjoy sometimes a sweet treat, but also enjoy your healthy meals. So we canceled all the desserts. However, we were still having negative attitudes at the table, and mealtimes still were not really happy. And then I was reading on Lucy's List. They just came out with a toddler feeding guide, and it's pretty extensive, so it took me some time to get through it. But there I found the one golden tip that completely changed our meal times. And here it is. The golden rule for feeding kids is the parents decide what, where, and when you eat, but the kids decide whether or if and how much you eat. And this rule has completely changed the attitudes at our meal times. I cannot believe the impact of implementing this rule. So I told my kids at the table, my husband was there too, I was like, this is what I want to do. We, the parents, decide what, where, and when, and you kids decide if and how much you eat. And whenever they started complaining, oh, I don't like this food, I would remind them of the rule. We decide what you eat. And, you know, coming to the table and sitting at the table, being polite, using your manners, you know, that is where and when we eat. And so I just reminded them, like, hey, this is the rule, this is our responsibility, and this is your responsibility, this is your freedom that you have. And the kids were kind of like, okay. And both my kids have completely changed their behavior at the dinner table. There is no more asking for other dishes, even though I don't give them those dishes. They would still say, but I want cereal and milk, or I want a peanut butter sandwich, or I want mac and cheese. They were not even asking about this anymore because it's out of the question. Like, you do not decide what. That's not in your jurisdiction. There is like a clear-cut fence, and there is no more tugging of war. There is no more power struggle at our dinner table. So I am so happy with this rule, and I am so happy that we can now have happy, healthy meal times together. So I just wanted to share how our family time has just extremely improved with implementing this one single rule. I will put down below the Lucy's List. I have been subscribed to Lucy's List since my first daughter was born about 6 years ago. You fill in the date of your child's due date, or if your baby's already born, you fill out the birthday. And so they send you all these different emails that are applicable to your child's age and development, with different tools or products that can help you. And I really like this website because they give a broader overview. Like when it comes to feeding, it talks about, well, this is what's going on with bottle feeding, this is what's going on with breastfeeding. So there's not one type of parenting style that's favored. It just covers kind of all the different options and informs you so that you can choose which of these options you like best. With both my kids, they just send the very timely emails like, oh yeah, this is what my child is going through. Oh, it is time to do potty training, or, you know, whatever you're doing with your kids. I have really enjoyed Lucy's List as an amazing parenting tool, very educational. I don't think I've ever bought any of their products because a lot of them are quite pricey for me. But maybe I've seen a few, like, you know, toys to help kids be active. Basically everything that they're sending in their list are things that I as a parent value and want to do. So yeah, I'll put it below, the toddler feeding guide, and you can sign up for their website too if you want to. I'll put the Super Healthy Kids website below. They have so many recipes and so many tips on how to make it fun to feed your kids. So those are two amazing resources. And I really want to share the best kids plates that I have found. These are silicone plates by Sprout, and I love them because they have these dividers. It gives me as a mom the clear division of giving my kids protein and vegetables and a grain. And my kids really like to eat food in different containers. We use them for snacks too. You know, you can put your hummus and your pretzel sticks and your cucumbers here. They are so practical. They are also very durable. These are 3 years old and they have no signs of wear and tear at all. I like that they are not plastic and they're not breakable. They're made out of a food grade silicone, so you can put hot food on here and you don't have to worry about anything leaching into the food. They can go into the dishwasher. You can wash them by hand too if you want to, but they can go in the top rack of the dishwasher. They're very affordable. You get a set of 3 plates. I chose these colors. I like these colors because they're kind of neutral and versatile. But they also have many different other color options with 3 plates. And for 3 plates you pay about $16. I bought them directly on the website of Sprout, and they had a sale going on when I bought these, so I even paid a little bit less than $16. And it looks like these plates are going to last for my kids' whole childhood, as long as they want to eat off these plates. So I would say they are a really good investment. They are eco-friendly because they're made out of silicone. And the company, We Sprout, is a family-owned, is it a family-owned business? They're very good at being personable, and the We Sprout company has really good values. So I love supporting a company like that, that gives great products, high customer service, and has high ethics in their company. I just wanted to let you know that this product is out there and might help you have better meal times with your kids. Thank you so much for investing your time to live a healthy, natural, and affordable lifestyle. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and it was valuable to you, give me a thumbs up. That is the biggest compliment. Ask me any questions, or if you have any comments, leave them below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join the club and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.
My pizza is very good.
The pizza's really good. Are you eating pizza?
Yeah.
What did you just say? You said pizza?
Pizza funny look like me.
The pizza's funny, it looks like you.
Yeah.
And Lali, what did he just say? You say it out loud. What did Jonas say? He took a
said-
bite from the pizza, he said?
Pizza is good for me. Good for me.
Pizza's good for you?
Yeah.